purple and green color to it. Maybe it's because it doesn't have the atmosphere that, we're used to viewing from the surface of the Earth. We look through the atmosphere at the moon. This is up here in space with no atmosphere viewing the moon. And I'm assuming that's what we're looking at here. I'm going to zoom in a little tighter. But this is the uncut version when I just turned on the screen grab and started recording. I zoom in here. In fact, I'll zoom in a little closer. You can see the different colors. See the green, the purple. Really weird. And there's also another feature in one of the still images that doesn't look like a feature that I'm familiar with of the moon. Again, this is the uncut version. Let me just speed it up a little bit, and then I'll show you the edited version where I zoom in and show you some stills. This is the location of the space station at the time I saw this thing, and it was crossing the lower tip of South America, headed back up towards Africa. Again, this was around 10:30 a.m. Mountain Time. This is the current view right now as I do this video. It's looking down at the Earth. Here is the edited version, and I will zoom in this video and we'll look at it really close, kind of adjust the color. Look at that. See the different colors? And I didn't have to adjust it much. It looked like that naturally. I don't know if that's because of the absence of the Earth's atmosphere or if that's something else. I'm assuming that's the moon, but it just looks weird. And once again, that's from the International Space Station around 10:30 Mountain Time, 2018 on May 22nd. I just turned on the screen grab and started recording because you never know with this thing. Sometimes it just turns off unexpectedly. So I just started recording. And it did. Within about 2 minutes, it did turn off. Pretty sure that's the moon. I just don't understand the different colors. And I'm going to show you a surface feature. I don't know if it's just a processing flaw. There's some sort of a dark, almost looks like a diamond shape on the termination line where dark meets light. You'll see what I mean here in a minute. I took a screenshot of that specific area or that specific moment when this thing appeared, and it doesn't look like a feature I've ever seen on the moon. But again, it could be the angle of the space station and the absence of atmosphere. You can see the thin blue line right there. That's all that protects us from space weather. It's hard to believe that that thin blue line is all that's between us and basically the apocalypse right there. And this is the location. You can see it was crossing South America, heading back to the northeast. This I've just kind of sped it up a little bit. The moon's not in that image, and that's where it was headed. Okay, now we're going to look at some still pictures. Again, you can find this tab at the website, MrMBB333.com, right here in the center, ISS live feed. And it plays 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is a still image, and it just shows, I don't know, maybe it's just a processing artifact. It just looked kind of strange. This is another look at a still image. You can see it almost looks like it has an atmosphere, but it doesn't that I know of. You can see the shade of purple and a shade of green. And then here is this, and it could be just a processing artifact, but if you look close, you can see what looks like a spearhead-shaped black area. Most of the areas that I've ever photographed, and in fact I have a photograph right up here to my left on the wall of a picture I took through a telescope of the moon, and most of the craters are generally round. That looks more diamond-shaped. And the color. I don't ever recall seeing the moon purple or green. But again, it could be just a unique view from the space station without an atmosphere. This looked kind of strange too. Don't know. The whole event only lasted about 2 or 3 minutes. I recorded what I could, and then it turned off. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to share that with you. That is a unique perspective of possibly the moon or something else from the International Space Station as it was going across the southern tip of South America, swinging back up, headed towards Africa. And that was at 10:30 a.m. Mountain Time, 2018. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a super day.